Good evening to everyone that is tuning in. Thank you so very much for this opportunity to share with you what I have learned from Marsha Thomas. Marsha Thomas is a lady that I met within our community, within the Legacy Builder program, and she has such an inspiring story that I just had to take this opportunity to interview her, see what this has done in her life in a different country. I'm from South Africa, but it's also fantastic to see what this Legacy Builder program is doing to people's lives from around the world and what this can do in yours. So, Marsha Thomas is my beautiful guest, as you can see, and I would like Marsha to just share a little bit about her story and where she's come from and what this has done in her life. So, Marsha, hey, sweetheart, how are you? Lovely to have you on my live. Oh,
I am doing great. Thanks for having me. How are you doing today?
I am so well. I literally can't complain.
Awesome. God is good. Mhm.
Always, always, always. He's definitely he's a partner in our business, and that's what I love about this.
Yes, I believe in putting God first, and I always say put God first, and the rest will be history.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Fantastic. So, okay, fantastic, Marsha. So tell me a little bit more about your story and what Legacy Builder program has done in your life, my friend.
Okay, so Crystal, to be honest, I'm a high school dropout. I'm a mom of two amazing children. I became a single mother because their father is dead. He died a few years ago. 8 months after he died, unfortunately, I kept asking my boss for a raise and I got fired from the job. So I became a single mom, not knowing how to be one, and at the same time lost my job, right? After losing my job, I decided I didn't want to work for anybody else. That was a little bit over 3 years ago. I lost a job. So I decided to become a hairdresser. Being a hairdresser, I realized I was not really getting time freedom. I always come on TikTok and I would be scrolling and I came across a lady from Barbados. Mind you, I'm from Jamaica. And I came across a lady from Barbados and she was literally talking about how you can make money even while you're sleeping with a fully automated system. Can you imagine somebody like me who is so used to doing a physical job? I'm now hearing about making money on automations while you even sleep.
Yes.
It's I went to her live like several times, just trying to listen to see if this real is, how real it really was. And then I said to her, I said, I am a hairdresser. I would love to do this, but I'm a hairdresser, so I don't have the time. And her answer was, this is supposed to give you time freedom. Now, I was trying to find an excuse, right? So she said, this is supposed to give you time freedom. So actually, I went back to her live a couple of times because it was something was pulling me in there. And I had another excuse. I said to her, I would love to do this, but I'm not tech savvy. And she literally called my name that day. She said, Marsha, you do not have to be tech savvy. Now I don't have any more excuse, right? So one Sunday morning, I was making up my bed with no intention to purchase the program as yet. And I heard a voice said, Marsha, purchase. I stopped making up my bed, took out my bag, took out my purse, and I purchased the program. Purchased something I did not even understand because I'm a high school dropout. I purchased the program. That was on the 10th of December in 2023, right? So now I was booked out with hair to do because as hairdresser, at December time, we do not have any time for ourselves. So what I did, I put the program down from the 10th of December until the 6th of January in 2024. The thing I said to myself, because I did not really know what digital marketing was, I said, Marsha, give yourself permission to wait 6 months to a year to start earning from this program. I also said, if this program works, I will show up and teach people how to do it. Another thing I said was I literally said to myself, Marsha, only two things can happen. You can either win or you can lose. In my mind, I kept saying, Marsha, you are going to win. Why I said I'm going to win was because I know I came from so much struggles and I have to let this work because I'm now a single mom, right? I also know that as a hairdresser, as I get older, I won't be able to do that job anymore because it's a physical job. So
Yes.
what I'm thinking about, what about when I get older? My fingers are tired, my legs are tired, and I cannot do here anymore. Then I would need a backup plan. So this would have been my backup plan, right? So I started the program. As I said, I was willing to wait 6 months to 1 year to start earning. In 3 weeks, I woke up to seeing 300 US dollars waiting for me after start promoting the program. God is good. But that was not just it. For the entire day, I checked my phone to look if the 300 was going to disappear because I've never made money in my sleep. It was my
Yes.
first time making money in my sleep. For the following week, I woke up again another morning to another 300 US dollars. That morning, I ran down to my auntie room after 4 a.m., asking her, "Are you sleeping?" Early morning. And she said, "No." I said, "Guess what? Another 300 came in." Now I got excited, and I know I have to share this with the world because it's international and people from all around the world will be able to do it. I continue to promote. Fast forward into my third month in, which was the month of March 2024. I made 11,100 US dollars in 1 month. Now, I get super excited. And I wanted to share it more with the world so they can understand that a high school dropout like me came into a digital marketing program that I knew nothing about and started earning just by promoting programs that I did not even create myself. First of all, I'm a high school dropout, so I would not be able to create these programs, right? So it's such an great opportunity that someone had showed up for me when they did. And the success I'm having is beyond my wildest expectation. I went to vacation. I went on vacation. Sorry. I went on vacation. I'm so excited. I went on vacation for 2 weeks. While I was on my vacation, I made 4,300 US dollars. Mind you, I'm just a little Jamaican gal. And right now, I'm telling you, Christelle, within a year, I made over 8 million Jamaican dollars. All right. Fast forward a little bit over the year, I am now over 9 million Jamaican dollars, almost heading to 10 million Jamaican dollars. If I've never came across this program, I would not be able to do the things that I'm doing. Last year, I was able to make add a room and a master's bed and bath on the house of my son. So I was able to add on a master's bed and bathroom on the house of my son, right? I've been trying to do that from 2016 and I was not able to do it. One little digital marketing program and allow me to do that within less than a year. All right. The thing is that the Legacy Builder program has changed so many lives out there because when I look into my life, I would still be struggling today, to be honest, if I
Yes.
had never came across this.
Yes.
What I mostly love about the Legacy Builder program, the mentorship.
Yes.
The leadership is very powerful, and the training is step by step, baby down training. I call it baby down training, right? So it's like you're getting a live, living, breathing class with simple training for people like myself who did not know nothing. So it's big enough friendly. And another thing I love about the program, I get to meet people from all around the world. And those people are warm and welcoming. I
Yes.
call the people in my community family, because that's what they are. Like they are like family. If I have a question and I don't understand something, I go in the community and I could ask a question and someone is always willing to help. I never know I could have a business from my own online at that when I was not even tech savvy and making thousands of dollars. I know a lot of people are out there right now and they will hear our stories, Christelle. They will procrastinate because they're afraid to fail. Failure is never to be feared, it's to be prepared for. I had failed so many times in my life, and because I did not give up, that's why I'm having success today. I believe that the action takers are the money, well, I should say, I know that the action takers are the money makers. And what you put out there in the universe, it is going to times up and come back to you. So, what you have to do is to make sure you're putting positivity out there in the universe. I always say to myself, I can be successful. I will and I must be successful. I often tell people when you're speaking about your success, Always say, I can, I will, and I must. The
Yes,
moment you decide you can't do it, you won't be able to do it. The
exactly.
three C's that everyone need in their life, they need to be coachable, committed, and consistent. If you have that, you can move mountains. You know, I'm just grateful to be here talking to you today, Christelle, because God has changed my life. Like all the struggles I've been through, having anxiety attack and panic attack because, you know, of the situation I was in. You know, when you come from a poor family, it's hard. And I realized it's hard to stay, poor and broke, and it's hard to become rich. And I decided to choose my heart because I did not want to stay poor and broke. It's a decision that everyone have to make if they want a change in their life. And I've made that bold step when I purchased my program and invested in myself. I already knew that anything in life, you can either win or you can lose when you start anything in life. But because I know within myself that I was going to win, I take that step. And I also know that it is okay to fail because fail means your first attempt in learning. And if I fail, that means I learned something and I know to pivot and do it differently. So I'm grateful to be here talking to you today, Christelle, because my mommy have 10 children. And that means that I came from a poverty family. For one woman to have 10 children, it must have been hard. The life I came from, not going back there. But I would love to show up and uplift others and help them out of their struggles. And that's the reason why I speak of my story all the time. Our high school dropout became a Jamaican multi-millionaire. All right?
So, my friend, your story is beautiful. I mean, you were making your bed and you just heard a voice saying, go and purchase your program. I just love how obedient you were. And that is why you are so successful. And that's why God is your business partner in your business because He told you to do something and you do it. And that is why you are being blessed because you listened to what was told. I mean, it is so beautiful. It gave me goosebumps. But it's also, my friend, what this is doing to people's lives around the world. Whether like you had no previous experience, you didn't have tech experience whatsoever, and you were a high school dropout. And I mean, look at the success that you have made. But it's also because you said, you know what, I am going to be coachable, I am going to be committed, and I am going to show up. That is what this is about. I am so incredibly proud of you. What does your family think all about this? What does your family and friends say about your beautiful success and your children?
So, with my son, when I first started, I literally did not tell anybody that I was going to start digital marketing. I was so afraid that families or friends would, kill my dreams before I give birth to it. And I really wanted to give birth to my dream. So I did not tell anyone. My son saw me on TikTok doing this. And he said, Mommy, I saw you on TikTok doing something. What if this is a, scam? And I was saying to him, like, I'm doing this for you guys because your father is dead. I'm doing this for you, for your future. And so, therefore, 3 weeks in when I made my first sale, I sent a screenshot of it to my son because he's not living with me. And actually, he sent back a little bouncy bear dancing. He was so excited for me. And I look into it and I'm saying, Marsha, do you realize if you have told your children or even a family member, maybe they would have discouraged you and you wouldn't start? Because, see, friends and family will kill your dream faster than anyone else could. You know, and my
Yes.
family right now, they are so proud of me because I have break what I call the chain of poverty in the family.
Yes. Amen, my friend. Wow. Yes, you have. You've broken that generational curse.
Yes. The thing is, Crystal, let me tell you a little bit. My sister, I started on the 6th of January, started promoting my program. My sister saw me starting to earn the money, and she was excited. One day I was doing my client here, and my sister said to me, Sis, did you saw what I did just now? And I'm like, no. And she called me on the phone. Like, I was like, no. She said, I just purchased my program. My sister ended 2024 with over 4 million Jamaican dollars. I did say I ended with over 8 million. My sister ended with over 4 million Jamaican dollars as well. So it's not just me, but it's working for my, siblings as well. And it's amazing what God can do. I tell God, wherever life takes me, help me to remain humble. I
Exactly.
want to remain humble. Mhm.
What I love about this is exactly what you've just said. It's a proven program. It's proven. It's not just you. You are not just the unicorn, and it's only happened to you. And repeating that is impossible. I mean, your sister did the same. If you look at South Africa, we are sitting with 17 South African millionaires. If you look at inside our community of 50,000 people, there are 103 of us that's earned in excess of $100,000. It is everyday people like you and me, no experience, no social media following, no tech experience, no knowledge about this, but a burning desire to change our lives and being coachable. And whatever Michelle O'Neill tells us, that is what we do. Being trained every day by
Exactly.
a dollar millionaire that invests her knowledge and her skills in you. That is why we have success. It is not just book knowledge. Yes, you can go and study digital marketing at a university or a college, but the fact that you get real, valuable, in-depth training on strategies that really work, that is where our power lies.
And what I mostly love, Crystal, is that Michelle, our mentor, she understands that some people have to work. So what she did with every live Zooms that we have, she makes sure to record it and put it in the community, and it never disappears. It stays there. So if you're at work and you don't get to come in on the live Zoom, then you know you have the replay, you have nothing to worry about. I think that's why I'm having massive success, because there were days when I'm doing a client here and I would be listening to the Zoom, but there are days when my clients want to talk to me. So I'm not able to get in on the live Zoom. Now I get to watch the replay, and that's why I'm having massive success, because the mentor was smart enough to know that some of us work. And so therefore what she did, she recorded all the live Zooms and placed it in the community. I do not have a job. Like I actually, I work for myself as a hairdresser, but
Yes.
I'm busy at times. So therefore, I needed those replays as well. You know. Mhm.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And what has been the biggest takeaway that you have had being inside the community? What is the thing that like really that's been the most valuable about the community or this program that has really touched you?
I think the most valuable thing for me, it's not about me making the money being in the community. It's about the knowledge I've gained is beyond my wildest expectation. And I've never known that there were people out there who cares about other people's success so much that if I go in that community right now and I need to ask a question, then there's always somebody there to respond to me. Not only one, but there are always multiple, persons there responding to me. And I'm just like, I'm just a high school dropout. What do I do to deserve all this love? Like the outpouring of love inside the community is one of my biggest, it inspires me a lot. It motivates me to know that there are so many people that have a heart that cares. They have a heart of gold. And I know that no man is an island. If I had was to do this all by myself, there's no way I could have gotten it done. So when I find myself amongst people who are so amazing, and I'm like, do you realize, Crystal, that people who are being successful, they love to help people?
Yes.
So that's the reason. That's the main reason why it's good to keep company with people who are already being successful. They're excited for you. It's just watching people cheer me on in the community. As soon as I post something, like they're commenting, and it's they have me feeling so welcome.
Oh, that is, and you know, that is where our power lies, is in our community. Because one on your own, how strong are you? But a community of 50,000 people that is combined knowledge and experience. And I mean, I might not know everything, but as a community of 50,000 people, we do know everything. And that is why we have the amount of success that we've got. I mean, just look at our weekly mentoring sessions that's done by one of the six-figure earners that share their success. That tells you on social media platform, I utilized this training and this is how I got my success. And you know what? The only thing that you have to do to get their strategy is press that play button and attend that meeting. That is, it's insane. It's like nothing I've ever experienced in my life of being in business, being in a community and in an area where people like really care about your success and invest their knowledge in you for free is insane.
And the thing is that we're inside the community, they're big on mindset training. So as for me, That's something I should have touched on because with mindset training, remember, as someone like me who came from a poverty background, my mindset was never in the right place. So, because of the mindset coaching and all of that, it actually had me thinking more highly of myself, knowing that Marsha, you got this, you can do this. And every single week we're getting mindset training. So that plays a big role in my success as well. Mhm.
Mindset is important. I mean, you can't have a poverty mindset. You can't have the mindset of, do you know what, I was broke and then expect to be a millionaire with that. You can't. And what I also loved about what you said earlier is you have to fail. You have to fail. I'm
Yeah.
in a mastermind with Michelle O'Neill, and she said in 2024, her mentor said to her, you have to write 24 numbers on a piece of paper. And every time that you fail, you have to acknowledge that. Because with every failure, it brings you closer to success. So you have to fail. You have to fail and fail your way to the top because you learn strategies that didn't work. And now you know what will be working. And in the process, you can teach others your strategies.
Right. So you now know the do's and don'ts, and that's what I love about failing is that you learn what you are supposed to do next time, so you know the do's and don'ts. And who is better to teach people about the do's and don'ts? It's somebody who have already failed a lot of times. I tell people I've failed so many times, and every time failure knocks me down on the ground, I get up, I brush myself off, and I continue my journey because I know that it's okay to fail. When I did not know it was okay to fail was when I was growing up, I thought it was never okay to fail. Because your parents tell you go to school and get those good grades. And if you fail, they was always upset with you. So I grew up with that mindset, afraid to fail. Like, every time I fail, I feel like I've done something wrong. But then I get to realize, no, my failure is what makes me stronger. So I grew stronger with all the failure that I have in life. Mhm.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. But also just the amount of training that you get, it teaches you how to get past those failures. Like you said, get past that mindset. Marsha, if you had to give advice to anyone that is interested in starting, what would that advice be?
If I had was to give somebody an advice right now, I would tell them just go for it. If you have to go for it with your eyes closed, go for it. Because the thing is that you never know what the unknown is until you dive off into the unknown. As for me, I was trying to find all the excuses in the book to not get in here. First, I said that I don't have the time, and this is supposed to give you time freedom. Secondly, I said I'm not tech savvy, and so I was finding excuses. So I'm saying quit with the excuse. I've been there and done it. I know exactly about that. Borrow my belief and tell yourself that you can do this. You have greatness within you. And if you don't start, then you're gonna be in the same spot all the day of your life. If that's where you want to stay in your little comfort zone, then you can stay there. But if you want to be amongst the millionaire, I call them the eagles, the millionaires, the people in the community. They are the eagles soaring high financially and knowledge wise. I don't want to be the smartest in my group. I want to be amongst people who knows more than me so I can actually, do well in life. As for you, if you want to start, you got to come amongst the millionaires. You got to come amongst the eagles, all right? And find your way in here. Climb the ladder of success. That's the only way out. Right now, the world is in digital. And if the world is in digital and you're still doing a physical job, you know what is going to happen? You will work till the day you die and you won't be able to enjoy life. And if you want to enjoy life, you can't do a physical job every single day and enjoy life. Get in here. All we ask for is 2 hours a day. The program said 2 hours. I do a little more than 2 hours a day because when I had a job, I used to give more than, free time on the job. So I decided this is my business and I'm going to do free time on the business. If you're procrastinating, stop procrastinating. The time is now. Let this year be your year of success.
Exactly, my friend. If you don't like where you're at, change it. This is the most amazing opportunity you will get in your entire life. 50,000 people can't be wrong.
No,
Yes,
no. When I
fantastic.
started, the community had about 7,000 people. And I'm telling you, oh my goodness, the way the community grows, it literally shows that this is an amazing, there's nothing out there like this. If somebody sees something out there that is better than the Legacy Builder program, they'd have to show me that. Because there's nothing out there that is better than the Legacy Builder program right now. The mentorship, the leadership, the little step by step training, it's just the small details. Because can you imagine a millionaire think about a person like me who is actually a high school dropout? That they literally set these trainings so simple so that even a high school dropout could be able to understand it and have success. I'm giving God thanks. Mhm.
Amen, my friend. Amen. And what I just want to add to that, Michelle O'Neill, our mentor, has just recently spent $50,000 in mentoring so that she can improve herself. And that is being poured into us again. So that is the level of training that we get. And that is why last night we launched 2.0 in our business. We're taking our businesses to the next level. So, my sweetheart, you have earned an 8 million Jamaican dollars in your first year. Can you imagine what the 2.0 is going to do in your second year?
Mhm. I was so excited last night when we launched the 2.0. I love to sleep because I love to sleep. I
Mm.
decided I was not going to bed. I was going to connect my new website because I was so excited to show it off this morning. And so, therefore, I literally already made $1,000 for the day from my new launch. This morning, I made $1,000 from the new Legacy 2.0 website.
Yes, that is equivalent to a month's salary. It's a month's salary in a single
Crystal,
day.
Crystal, I used to, when I had a job, my boss used to pay me 250 US for the day, calculate it into two, right? So that would be a month salary. Definitely would be my month salary for sure. And I
Wow,
made
my
it in
friend.
one day.
Marsha, that is so beautiful. You are such an inspiration. I just love your story. I love how coachable you were, how willing you were to change your family's life, and I love how you
Mhm.
have broken the generational curse on your family.
Yes, my family too, they are super excited. They speak highly of me right now. And, as I said, I just stay humble, I just be myself. But, you have to acknowledge that you are doing something great. And if the family can acknowledge it, then you just gotta, accept that you might be the one to change your family's life. As I said, I had a sister who came in on it as well. She made over 4 million Jamaican dollars, and she always said, sis, I thank you, because she said if you had never started this, I would not be in it. And she's
Yes,
super grateful.
yes. It's the amount of people that come back to you and say, Jira, thank you because of you. This is what you have done in my life.
I
How
want to tell you a little bit
powerful.
about this. Right. So I have a lady from Netherlands. I've never been to Netherlands before. She purchased the Legacy Builder program from me. And so therefore, in a few weeks, I woke up to a message from her. She was excited. She said, Marsha, guess what? I got my first sale all the way in Netherlands, right? Then the following week, she literally messaged me again, like, Marsha, I got another sale. And when she got her third sale, she messaged me again. These are the things that excites me, knowing that I am there helping to change lives from all over the world, countries I've never been to. I'm helping
Yes.
people from all over the world. Mhm.
How How powerful is this program, and what a beautiful position we are in? Because, sweetheart, we are changing the world one yes at a time. One yes at a time. We are taking this world out of poverty.
One step at a time. And I want people to understand that you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start if you want to be great. Because I hear a lot of people like they're waiting to actually be great. No, if you want to have success, you have to start in order to be great. What you put out there in the universe is going to times up and come back to you. It's the baby steps that matters. Like 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And if you're not willing to take baby steps, then you're not going to achieve. You're not going to reach that 1,000 miles. You're going to be stuck at the same, stage all the
Yes,
time. Mhm.
exactly. Sweetheart, in closing, is there anything else that you would want to add?
What I would like to say is that I know that there are a lot of people out there who are struggling right now, living from paycheck to paycheck, like myself, who used to. Crystal, let me say this to you because I have not said this. I used to go to the grocery store and be checking on my fingers. Or I would
Mhm.
check on the calculator on my phone because I could not afford grocery. I used to eat ramen noodle because that was the cheapest thing. And I eat it till I was sick and tired of ramen noodle, but I had no choice. Now I get to go to the grocery store. I pick up what I want when I want. If I want to buy a ticket right now to travel someplace, I can do it. If you guys are out there listening to me, remember this high school dropout. is now a multi-millionaire in Jamaican dollars. And I'm not here to brag. I'm not here to boast. I'm here to say if I can do it, you can do it too, because we all have greatness within us, but it's the action we take that defines our future. Do not try to be better than anybody else. Try to be 1% better than the person you were yesterday, and you will see how well you will be doing. Your success will come so easily, and people will be wondering if you're the same person because you're going to be shining like a diamond. Your light is going to be so bright that some people are going to have to be, hiding their face. But let me tell you something, do not dim your light to please anyone. Invest in yourself, give yourself a chance to strive for greatness because you have greatness within you.
Oh, Marsha, that is such a beautiful story, and I'm so grateful for you. I'm thankful that I had this opportunity to share this interview with you, and that you just opened up and just shared a little bit more. And for anyone listening to this, I really hope that this inspires you to realize that you don't need any education, you don't need any following, any experience. You can be 18 or 80, you can be in Jamaica or in South Africa. It doesn't really matter. It matters that you say yes to you and to your family. That is what's important. Yeah,
Definitely.
fantastic. So thank you so very much, Marsha. I really do appreciate your time, and I will be seeing you on my lives. I really appreciate having you there.
Thank you so much for having me. I do appreciate you. All right. Have a wonderful day.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful and blessed day. Take care.